Okay, so we are live here. This is my recently opened, returned Ron Paul dollars I got back from the Department of Justice after the 2007 Sunshine Mint raid. So, for over the past 10 years, the federal government has been holding on to these. The federal courts have deemed that these coins here in particular are not counterfeit since they bear the liking of Ron Paul on them. And I was able to get them returned to me after coins. I bought them brand new from the mint that made them. And I was expecting to receive them in a condition similar to what I paid for them, to be in somewhat mint pristine shape. And sadly, the federal government has failed to do that. So these coins have come back. They have obvious blemishes on all of them. So each coin has some degree of tarnish, damage, scratches in some cases, and generally have not been kept in a very good location for storage, in my opinion, because there's no way these should have came back in this condition. I mean, I bought these. They should have all been somewhat new. When they came to me, they should not be scratched up, worn, and showing damage to their face and tails. So this is just another example of how our federal agents, our public servants, are failing to do good service for the people. And I think it's part of their contempt of the people when they do something like this, when they're entrusted with holding on to property for a court process, and then when they're instructed to give that property back, it's in a condition that is not the same as when they seized it. I'm sure these coins, when they seized them, are in the state my other coins I purchased from this company were in. And I have a couple examples of them. Unfortunately, these were the only copper coins I bought from them, so I don't have an example of a copper coin other than these in my collection, but I do have some silver coins I bought. Now, if you look at these, you'll see some scuffing, what appears to be scuffing on these coins, but I assure you that is not on the coin, that is on the container. And I'll prove that to you. Let me take this guy out of his container here. And if you look at the coin itself, the coin is pretty immaculate. I'm sure this is what they would call a great. This could be graded at 65 plus. I'm pretty darn sure this coin is in that good quality that it would be able to get a nice high certification if I were to grade them. Now, I did intend to grade these copper coins, but I've been sitting on them for a couple months now. You see, they sent them back to me FedEx, and I do admit they did a very good job on the shipping. They were double boxed. There's the outer box. They were in this inner box, and then they were wrapped up in this mailer, and they were shipped to me in this container that's so initial to look like A3. So maybe that was the evidence number they were holding it in this whole time, but it came in that, and when I opened them up, this is the state they were in, all showing signs of tarnish and improper storage. So this is what happens when the federal government takes your property. They give it back to you damaged. And if you were ever in possession of federal property and you tried that, and you're not Hillary Clinton with an email server or something like that, they're going to throw the book at you, like they did to the gentleman who I bought these coins from, Bernard von Nothaus, who I believe had to do several years in prison for minting coins in the United States that the government considered to be counterfeit because they looked too much like real U.S. coinage. You see, they had a MSRP on them, and that was too much for the government to bear. Excuse the pun there. So, yeah, that's just an example of what happens when we allow our public servants to run wild and engage in seizures of property that they should not be seizing holding on to it and then failing to do their due diligence and return it in the same state in which they took it. Because, like I said, when I bought these coins, they should have been nice and pristine, and they should have came to me with a nice, shiny, non-tarnished surface. Like I said, I've held these coins longer than these coins were minted, and this is the state of the coins in my possession this whole time, and this is what happens when the federal government holds on to them. So thank you for watching my video. Please, feel free to contact me if you have any comments or anything you want to say about this video. And, watch out for our federal agents, because they do not have your best interests in mind. They serve us, but they do not do us any service.